What's up, guys? Andrew, Bad Andy Belgium, and I'm back again with Bad Andy Fitness. So I have great news today. I'm doing a meal prep for the week, and I thought I should show you guys this because I'm making authentic street tacos. Yes, you can have tacos and eat them as much as you want, honestly. If you do it this way, it's super nutritious for you, and they're so good. So it's early in the morning. I'm getting ready to head to the gym. So what I'm going to do is make the marinade that I'm going to put my skirt steak and my round steak into to let that sit for, about 8 hours until I grill it up later tonight. And I'll show you that part later. But I'm going to show you the marinade. It's really easy to make. So what you're going to do is you're going to get 2 oranges, 2 limes, 1 lemon, and then I have skirt steak here, and then also round steak. Flank steak is also a great cut of meat to use. The skirt and flank are better because they have the fat all through them and it adds so much flavor to it. But round steak is a cheap cut of meat as well, and I just had some left over, so it'll make great taco meat. And then I'm also going to add olive oil. If you like it spicy like I do, you can do cayenne pepper, and I also have chipotle pepper. And then I'm going to also add some Mexican seasoning to give it, a little bit of that flavor that we're looking for, along with some pink Himalayan sea salt, some fresh ground pepper, and some garlic powder. Well, the first step is you're going to want to cut your fruit into pieces that you can squeeze out. And with the oranges, they're pretty big, so you're probably going to have to cut them up into quarters. But like the limes and lemons, they're typically pretty small, so they'll fit right into it. Just put them in there. Squeeze them out. It's really that simple. And now that all the fruit has been put in there, what we're going to do next is add a little bit of our spices and our olive oil. We're going to mix it up and just throw our meat in there. So guys, this is really easy. And for the olive oil, just kind of eyeball it. You just want enough fluid in your bowl to make sure that you're covering all the meat. So worst case, you mix everything up, it's not covering all your meat, you just pour a little more olive oil on top of it. And as far as spices, it really just depends what you like. So here's the cayenne pepper. So that's definitely to taste. The Mexican blend, I recommend adding a decent amount. The more you add, the more flavor it's going to put into the meat. But as you can see, guys, it's so easy to make these tacos, and they're so good and so flavorful. And later tonight, I'll show you what I add to it, because I'll still put cheeses and stuff in there, but the quality that you use makes all the difference. Like the meat here that I'm using, it's grass-fed, antibiotic-free, hormone-free, and that's key because animals, just like humans, store all the toxins in their fat. So if you're not getting the good cuts of meat that cost a little more money, it really does affect your health, because then you're eating all that garbage that they were taking in as well. And it's the same thing with your fruits and spices. Organic, is the way to go. Everything here is organic. It definitely costs more, but it's got more flavor, more nutrition for sure. And it's going to make your life so much better, because once you get all those toxins out, you're going to find that you get rid of a lot of the prescriptions that you guys are taking. A lot of those ailments you have that won't go away, they're going to miraculously just disappear on their own. But we're just going to throw our meat in here now and kind of stir it around a little bit so everything gets covered. And if you want, you can put saran wrap over the top. I don't have a problem with it as long as there's fluid covering everything. And it looks like, as you can see here, looks pretty good. It's got a nice flavor to it, a lot of color, has all that meat covered. That's what we're looking for. We'll just throw this in the fridge while I do my daily stuff. And then I'll see you guys later tonight, and I'll show you how you should cook it. We're going to want medium rare, but we'll get to that later. So I'll see you guys in a few hours. Alright guys, so it's getting close to dinner time. I'm getting ready to throw the skirt steak and the round steak on the grill here, and I just wanted to go over what makes these tacos actually good for you compared to other tacos. So as we talked about earlier, the meat is grass-fed, antibiotic-free, hormone-free. So when you get regular meat, it's full of hormones, pesticides from foods, genetically modified foods, that's all getting stored in their fat. And then antibiotics as well, because they're shooting these animals up with antibiotics because they're feeding them products they're not supposed to eat all the time, like corn. And then we're going to cut up some cilantro. And the cilantro, some people don't know, is the stems actually have more flavor than the leaves. So what I do is I just chop up the leaves with the stems in it. So there's no need to take the time to separate them out. That's a little time saver for you guys. And then we'll just do onion and cheese. You actually don't have to cut out cheese. So as you can see here, this says raw. So that means it was made with raw milk that was not pasteurized. So what happens when it's pasteurized is they pretty much take out all the good stuff for you. All that vitamin D that's hard to get, all the benefits of them eating the grass, all those nutrients you get from there, it gets taken right out. So pasteurized milk, pasteurized cheese, there's just not a whole lot of nutritional value for you there. And also, I mean, it's going to be antibiotic free. That's where a lot of people don't realize they're getting antibiotics in their system is through dairy. And this will cut it out when you do the organic raw cheeses. And then, you know, organic with the hot sauce as well. And this is actually amazing. I just had this last time. If you guys can find the red duck, I highly recommend it. It's so good. And then just some lime. Just squeeze some fresh lime juice on there. That's really good to get your vitamin C in. So, oh, I forgot to mention the taco shells. These are corn, but it's really important that they're organic because 90% of corn is genetically modified. So when it's genetically modified, they actually put the Bt toxin into the plant. So when that happens, no matter how much washing you do of the vegetables or whatever is in there, you can't take the toxin out because it's actually inside the plant. So when you eat it, it's actually, those toxins are getting inside you and destroying your gut lining. So that's why it's important to go with the organic corn, and you don't want to do wheat because you don't want gluten. But that's it, guys, for the ingredients. That's why this is actually good for you, these tacos. So I'm getting close to grilling up this meat here, and when I do, I'll go ahead and show you guys that, and then I'll show you how I cut it. That's kind of important too, to make it a little more tender. But it's going to be delicious, guys. I can't wait to show you, and more importantly, I can't wait to eat it. Okay, guys, I'm going to apologize. I didn't know the sun was going to be glaring right at me, so I couldn't take the camera out there and show you what I did on the grill. But as you can see here, I just got done grilling them. So what I did was I turned the grill up to 450 degrees. I let it get up to temperature for a couple minutes. That way it's nice and hot. I threw these on. 2 minutes each side. That's all you want. These cuts of meat are pretty thin, and that's going to give you a nice medium rare in the center. And what you're going for is, you can see here, you know, just get that nice little sear marks on there. That's what you're trying to aim for in those quick couple minutes you have on there. And so what you want to do after you get it off is you want to let it set for 5 minutes. That way the juices kind of soak back in. And then when you're done waiting, you're going to want to cut across the grain to make these cuts of meat really tender. So the skirt steak, it's running, you know, kind of sideways here, and then the round steak, it's running lengthwise. So just kind of look at your cut of meat and see how the grains are facing, and just cut across the grain. It's going to be really tender, really good. So guys, sorry, my mouth's watering. I just can't wait to get into these. So that's going to do it for this episode of Bad Andy Fitness. I know you guys are glad to hear that you can have tacos back in your diet. So I'm going to keep making videos like this to show you guys that you can eat good food and still be healthy, look great, and live a great lifestyle. You don't have to eat crappy chicken breasts all the time. That's just garbage. So give this a like, give it a share, because this recipe is amazing. So get this recipe out there. And then most importantly, subscribe, because I'm going to keep making videos like this. And as always, in the comments below, let me know what you want me to cover in future episodes, and I'll get to them. But guys, that's going to do it. I got to grub down. It's going to be so good. I'll see you guys on the next episode.